my review of the OA, a Netflix series. You saw I did the movement. Um, this is a tough show to review because um, I find that the first 4 episodes was frustrating to watch as well as interesting. It's one of those shows where when I sat down and start watching it, the first 3 or 4 episodes, you just don't know what is going on. Um, but as the mystery start to be revealed, the onion was peeled. Um, I get more and more interest in the show, and I thoroughly enjoy the last 4 episodes of the show. So, um, it's it's definitely a show where I can see it's not for everyone. Okay, this is not the kind of show that I think everyone will enjoy watching. So, if you are if you haven't seen it and you want to give it a shot, my recommendation is if you can make it through the first 4 episodes, the last 4 episodes are better, in my opinion. Um, the OA, of course, is a abbreviations of 2 words, and I don't think I can give you those 2 words without spoiling the show. So I will keep that. Uh, I will not reveal what those 2 words are. I'm not a religious person, nor am I a spiritual person. Uh, I think. I don't know. You know, does watching this show change my view? No, but I think the writer of this show took some uh, big risk. This is I, I can't imagine what it is to be in a room to see how this show was pitched, because it's definitely um, unique in a lot of ways to many other things that we have seen either on the big screen or the small screen. Um, the cast is good. Um, for the most part, I like the cast. I'm not familiar with the lead actress, which I think did a phenomenal job. Once again, I think a Netflix show was able to pick, for the most part, the right team, the right cast, because at the end of the day, I find many of the characters compelling, and I want to root for them. Um, I dislike the mother very much. I'm not a big fan of the mother. The bad guy is actually also a very well written character. Um, and the music, wow. I mean, that's what I will be doing today. I think the music, the score of the show is very well done. It's I like it. I mean, it seemed like it was a perfect fit. Whatever song they picked for certain scenes was just so well done. Heads off to whoever it is that did the music choosing. Um, Overall, I think I would recommend this show. It's definitely not for everyone. I liked it. I find myself emotionally invested in the characters by the 6 episodes. Um, by the sixth episode, I pretty much understand where this is going and what this show is about. But for sure, the first 3 or 4 episodes, I'm just like, where is this going? I'm not sure, and that was the frustrating part. Uh, you know, as far as my big gripes of the show, there isn't really any big gripe. gripes, sure, there are two sex scenes in the show. Okay, I can tell you without spoiling it. The early sex scenes I felt was gratuitous and silly, not necessary. Not that I'm uh, a prude. I thought the second sex scenes was well placed, well done, well timed. The first one was more, to me, was more like the way the show want to say, put you, the viewer, on notice that this is gonna be something different. This show is gonna take some risk. This show is gonna take some, take you some places that you haven't been there. So, but like I said, the first sex scene did not work for me and completely unnecessary because it's just, if it's there for shock value or whatever, to me it was not an integral part of the show whatsoever. So that's one big gripes. Uh, the other big gripes is there's a lot of plot holes, as in, this would qualify as a sci-fi slash mystery. Um, as in many of these sci-fi mystery shows or movies, there are always some plot holes, and this one has some glaring plot holes that are hard to not gripes about them. But I can't talk about them without spoiling the show. This is a non-spoiler review, so I can't say it. But but for those that will watch the show, there's a scenes. I think in the maybe seventh or eighth episode where one of the main character broke into the house to look for something, and somebody else was in the house. Somebody else that was not the owner of the house showed up at the end, and he didn't find it strange, or he didn't. It's just an odd scene where when he show up at the house and have a little conversation with the party that broke into the house and not make a big deal out of it, and that conversation was kind of poorly placed, poorly timed. I wish it was done in a different setting. Um, but like I said, there are definitely issues with many of the episodes as far as um, plot holes. But at the same time, I think the good of the show outweighed the bad of the show. I enjoyed it. I definitely look forward to the second season. I would give this show an 8 out of 10 for my rating. Um, it's a show that you definitely want to discuss with other people that has seen the show, because it's a conversation piece. It's just one of those shows that you just need and want to talk to somebody about it, in my opinion. Okay, and that's it for my review of the